looked at the legend of the Jews. Now y'all gotta understand, when we deal with European people, when we deal with white people, they are blessed by the Most High Yah. I'm telling y'all, Esau is blessed by the Most High Yah. We read in the legend of the Jews that Abraham tells Rebekah that the reason that you're going through what you're going through is because there's two nations warring in your womb. We know Rebekah was pregnant with two twins, Jacob and Esau. We read about this in Genesis 25. And there's this tussle, there's this bustle. She like, what's this rumbling in my tumbly going on? Right? All of this is going on in her womb. And the Most High reveals to her that it's because you have twins in your womb. And that they're going to become two mighty nations, both blessed by the Most High Yah, both having worlds of their own. That goes into that John 3:16. You have to know the context of the word world. Let's go. Which is talking about Israel. Isaiah 45:17 says that Israel shall be saved in the Most High Yah with an everlasting salvation. Neither shall they be ashamed or confounded. World without end. So family, understand that world, this was always prophesied about rulership. When we talk about the kingdom of heaven, Peter said in Acts chapter 1 verse 6, Yahushua, are you going to establish the kingdom for Israel? So Esau would have a mighty empire. He would give birth to the Edomite people, the ancient Romans, the ancient Europeans. When you look at Vespasian and Titus, the Caesar dynasty that would rule the earth, and Jacob would give birth to Solomon, who would rule the earth in Torah, the Israelite, Hebraic people, our people that would not rule based on a capitalistic, critical race, theory-based society, but would rule the world after a family mindset, a family of I am because we are. And if Big Mama had Kool-Aid and Aunt Sally had sugar, they all drank a glass together. Understand, these two different world ideologies would war through the test of time. And that Esau we see in the book of Esdras, in 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 9, it says that for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Why do I go through all this? We know Edomite is the last ruling people. The Edomite people are the last ruling people that are gonna rule before Yeshua returns. Who are the Edomite descendants today? We're gonna deal with it. In the book of Obadiah, it says that they would dwell in the clefts of the rock. Not just that, but the scripture says that Esau, Edom, would exalt themselves as the eagle. Whoa! And would seek to set their nest in the stars. All praises be to the Most High Yah. So we have clues. We know that Esau is going to be the last ruling empire. We know that this people would dwell in the clefts of the rock. We know that they would exalt themselves as the eagle. They would seek to set their nest in the stars. We looked at Neil Armstrong that said, for the eagle has landed.
Tranquility Base here. The eagle has landed.
Not just that, but we already saw that different Jewish rabbis know that this is linked to America, and America will be that last empire. Let's check that out.
The Persian, meaning that Rome, Edom, America, that's going to be the last one standing. Meaning that Rome, Edom, America, that's going to be the last one standing. Meaning that Rome, Edom, America, that's going to be the last one standing.
So family, we see Esau, the end of the world. His people would dwell in the clefts of the rock. They would exalt themselves as an eagle. They would try to have a space force and set their nest in the stars. And that this people would give birth to the last great empire before the Most High returns. This goes into America. This goes into Europe. You have to understand the dragon. The dragon of Revelation 12. Y'all check these videos out. Wars against the woman, which represents Israel, that gives birth to the Mashiach. And this dragon, which goes back to Herod, that dragon which goes back to Herod, that tries to war against this woman, we know that parable has so many layers, that not just is it a red dragon against this celestial godmother, but also it represents Herod coming against Mary, that was going to give birth to Yeshua. We see that in Matthew chapter 2, the angel tells Joseph and Mary to take the child to Africa to hide until Herod's dead. But not just that. This is prophetic. This is John dropping a nugget. He was in captivity. He is talking about the Edomite people perpetually coming against the children of Israel that keep the Most High's Torah in the faith of Yahushua. But also we went into the Rothschild dynasty, how they're that dragon, that people, that chief family of Edomites, the red shield that funds all these European nations, the beast system of NATO, America, all that good stuff. So when we go into the false prophet family, you have to understand all these things. The red dragon is the chief synagogue of Satan, is Satan himself fueling the beast, fueling this last great empire of America, the daughter of Babylon, the whore of Babylon, leading NATO. So when we know this history, we understand that the false prophet then comes to aid the beast system in power. Understand, the false prophet's job is to deceive the whole world and have them worship the beast and thereby Satan without them knowing. Y'all, we got to deal with this. And how does the false prophet do this? Through the mark or the image of the beast. What is the image of the beast? White Jesus. This is the tool. We're going to deal with it. This is the tool that the false prophet uses, this Western Roman Catholic Christianity that is a revival of the ancient Roman Empire, to fuel the Roman descendants, their Roman style of government. American them know their history, from the Colosseums to the House to the Senate. All of this originates from the people of Chittim, the Greco-Roman people of which America and the European nations are descendants of these ancient Roman Europeans. So this second beast, which is an offshoot, a revival of ancient Rome, gets its power from this false prophetic religious system. Y'all gotta hear me, which is talking about Christianity. I'm sorry, white Jesus on the mind. I gotta tell y'all the truth. White Jesus on the mind is the mark of the beast that causes our people to trust in oppression, to say, oh, well, you know, race don't matter, color don't matter. Y'all, we can't do this stuff. You know, they gonna get us. You know, God working with these countries, America, we can't do nothing. They'll push the red button. That is the fear of the white man that is enforced by the image of the beast. Y'all gotta know history, which is Caesar Borgian, white Jesus, a man of who never existed historically. Now, we're